We are back. Our first CPK deaths, for those of you who are wondering. We got messed all the way up by Kaga. Messed literally all the way up. But we came back for our redemption, and now... Sorry, Wrath. We're going to loot your former friends right in front of you, because... some of them are mean. I don't know what to say. It's very unnecessary just to hate tieflings just because they are tieflings. It's like, and Team MVP still standing on the high ground. Shadowheart. Because, I mean, like a 40 on Kaga at like level 3 or 4? Like, my goodness. Watch yourself. You are just dangerous. And then she killed 2 other people while we're there. Let's get everyone back joined up. Karlak really didn't do as much as I hoped she was going to. But again, Lae'Zel held off Aladdin, which was huge for all of us here. And I'm so used to having a strength-based character being overwhelmed.
To the ways of shadow. Her corruption ran so deep.
Yet for her to die like this, under the Tree Father's gaze, perhaps it is justice. If only justice soothed my heart. A grove drenched in blood is no sanctuary at all.
For the record, I did avoid it the first time, but then I remembered she was threatening children, and I just couldn't do it. Could not do it. I still do feel bad about the wolf, though. Silver is cool. If you talk to him, he's kind of a jerk, so just don't do that. It seems like a fairly... I love how I just literally stole from this chest openly and brazenly. Just didn't care. Didn't even bother hiding. Just standing up in this room like, I'll take it. And this one I'm like, I'll hide behind a wall. But also, has anyone even found anything in a vase? Like, ever? Like, that's good? Like, anyone? No? Again, friendly reminder, this is where Kagha's chest is, so you can kind of get, like, the insight on where her right is. If you read the note in here, you'll figure out it's the Rite of Thorns they're trying to do, but, like, you know, as far as doing anything to stop it, there's not really much there. Another book for you guys to read, because reading is fun. Let's see what we got here. Anything super exciting? Thank you to everyone who's been watching through. Appreciate all the views. The series is doing significantly better than what I thought it was going to, considering it's only a tactician run. It's not honor mode, which is the new latest and greatest, and people are out here like beating honor mode with salami, because why not? But also, huge friendly reminder, there are so many gamers better than me. If you guys have great tactics, feel free to drop them in the comments. I am not sensitive at all, and I understand some of the moves and decisions I make are just the worst. See, there's the Rite of Thorns right there on the table, so that's how you know what they're casting on the Idol of Sylvanas. But even when they're done casting it, see, like, the quest just updated, but it's like, well, it's already really done. I'm just trying to get as much food as I can. I don't know why I'd have a bag with just a rotten chicken egg. I'm going to spend more time looting for food, probably in Act 1, than anything else. Be more excited about that than gear, truth be told. It's like, I picked up Kagha's necklace, and I'm still just, I'm indifferent on it. It doesn't... Yeah, pretty easy to when you're not the one in charge. Like, let's just call that what that is. It's like, alright, came in with these legendary women, and they stomped. I'm just here for moral support, and, well, didn't work the first time. Well, the second time. So I showed you that you can talk Kagha down and be nice, but then I wanted to do things the way I truly wanted to, and if you knock out this Idol Sylvanas, isn't really nice, but Literally everybody and everything is either watching you or it's a whole thing. I've always wanted to steal it. Never been able to. They always get mad at me. So I just kind of... I'm going to leave it alone. On a neutral good playthrough, it wouldn't make much sense to steal it other than the fact that I am in fact a tiefling, and I could have given it to Mole. But the benefits kind of don't outweigh the risk going
Looks
on
like
here.
the druids have eased off some. Small mercies.
It's like, dude, I just wanted to walk through the flowers, and they wouldn't even let me do that.
Care about us. No one does.
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
You saved our little girl and stopped the ritual. Thank you. We are in your debt. Likewise.
Just doing what we do best.
Arabella?
Thank you for helping me. Stop. I was fine.
Remember?
Mother was a heartbeat away from fighting a bear.
Isn't that how Mom usually is?
The small child roasting. Talk to Donnie again this time. This time let's not mess
He
around
nods,
too much.
then reaches for a concealed hatch.
And let's go see the children tieflings.
Well, look who's come to visit. My kids say you've been busy since you got here. Mercon says you got him out of a tight spot with some harpies. Gotta say, I'm impressed. You saved Arabella from the druids. Don't know what those bastards would have done.
Murdered her.
And we're happy to be helped. Now, what can I do for you?
Just trying to take a look and see what is available, see if there's anything worth my while. There really isn't. I spend more time with inventory management than anything else. It's pretty ridiculous at certain points.
Anything else? Making sure we're ready to leave when the time comes. Nothing comes to mind. Always eager to accept donations, though. You've been a friend to us. Come back anytime. Never see us coming.
And then usually there's something in this chest depending upon how things play out, but the person who the quest played out for, I forgot, died. So there's gonna be nothing in there. You got murdered by the goblins, it wasn't me. Just so we're all clear on that.
My hands. Alright. Time to scout.
And like for some reason it wouldn't let me like unhide. I'm like, I'm trying to not hide. There we go. It's like Karlach's still sneaking though, so like that part I'm wondering, like why are you crab walking around here? make sure we've got everything we need to done here, because we bought the Tiefling some respite, which is the huge win here. Probably go give Zevlor our report. I'm sure he'll be appreciative.
I'm told the druids have stopped their damn chanting. What happened? Truly, I'm sorry it had to come to this, but she left us with no choice. Thank you. We still have the goblins to contend with, but you've given us time to prepare. I need to ensure my people make the most of it. But here, left over from my soldiering days, it's sparse thanks for what you've done for us. And I'm afraid I have more yet to ask.
I'm always needed.
You've bought us some time here, but the goblins are still massing out there. We'd need an army of our own to escort us safely to Baldur's Gate. And while I don't doubt your abilities, you're no army. There may
I am literally a one-man army,
though. Goblins are ill-disciplined. It's unlike them to organize so cleverly. Somebody must be leading them, bringing discipline to their ranks. Take out that leadership, and they'll scatter. It's no small thing to ask, but I've seen you fight. You're equal to the task.
Can you pay me for what I'm about to do?
Everyone in this camp depends on it. Thank you. We'll be ready to leave as soon as you give word.
And they will pay you.
Pardon?
In their
When
own
we
way.
get to Baldur's Gate, where are we enlisting?
I'm done soldiering, Tilly. I'd like a clean start, but go with the watch. You're
And the
too
Hellrider's
honest
Pride are
to
some
be
good
a
gauntlets.
mercenary.
Not necessarily for my character. That one is for whoever your healer in your party is. And
I'm ready.
for me, that would be Shadow. Does the power look good on that fit, but at the same time, we'll have to sacrifice the look for the use.
Come on, let's go.
Indolence breeds madness.
Yep, at this point I was like, forgot all she has metallic gloves. So I was like, yeah, let's give her extra sleight of hand for I don't know what reason. But I was like, it shockingly went really good with the fit. I think it matches the leather within like her skirt piece for the
Still
armor,
breathing,
so.
despite everything.
Everyone's look is on point. Let's head on out of here.
But if there's a clear path past those goblins, they'll find it.
Yes, of course.
Let's head on out, find our next mission objective. If I had to guess what our next objective should be, it would be to follow the telescope path that pointed out to Waukeen's Rest. Because that area looked like it was on fire. So we're gonna go pull up our map. Use, you know, a little shortcut on the Risen Road. And do some quick looting as we head in that general direction. Already cleared out the Paladins of Tyr, make sure we don't miss any of these guys. All hyena ears, super useful potions of speed. But like after Act 1, a lot harder to find. A lot harder to find. And I figured sneaking would be the best route to get through here.
Something tore right through these people. They didn't stand a chance.
Grab all this nice loot that I possibly can. And now let's go ahead and make sure more evil is not born into this world. It's like, you notice how many people are strewn about here?
What do I have to lose? How much further can I go?
Beast reeks of brimstone and offal. Every breath is thick with blood. You hear what comes next before you see it. The sharp snapping of bones and a yelp of pain as her body starts to twist and undulate. You watch with cold realization. This isn't the end of one life, but the start of another. Gnolls, vicious, monstrous humanoids can spawn from the corpses of dying hyenas. You land a swift strike against her skull. She yelps, then goes still. As the life fades from her eyes, the gnoll within her dies too, stillborn.
Can't afford any mistakes.
Now, piece by piece, we'll finish off these hyenas before they become something much worse.
Ready for anything. Don't be shy.
Well, so much for peace. Another
One
step
by
forward.
one, they will all fall.
What should I do? Moving. One beast's broken away, and it won't be returning alone. Ready for another round?
Time to go chase it down before something really bad happens. If he gets the pack, this battle goes from easy to very difficult quickly.
Let's finish this.
Struggling to make a decision here. And now we got a gnoll.
Taking
He's
position.
right there. What I should have done is
Put him up.
gone to like one of the chokehold points and stopped it right there. Luckily, great hit there. Trying to shove him back. Trying to create more distance between him and the pack. One of the few times I actually dodged.
Need to stay focused. Your time has come. I am fury. I am death.
Places overrun.
Oh, thank goodness. That could have been disastrous.
Nothing good is born from a corpse.
I mean, if you're a
I shall find
necromancer.
the rest. Stop the
Excuse me.
infestation before it spreads.
I mean, you might be asking me to do a lot right now, but we'll get there when we get there. I just came here for ears and head over to Waukeen's Rest, and they just happen to be a travel path. Another little bit of light reading for you, the viewer. I genuinely think, looking back, I went a little too fast on the scrolling here, so that's my bad. Seems like now you can hear the gnolls up the hill. But I'm still going to be looking through here. Alchemist Fire. Oh, I'm definitely picking that up. And I'm just going to pick that up regularly. Go to the inventory. And send it to camp for when we need a little bit of barrelmancy. Nothing super impressive, but items nonetheless. Keep our food supplies high. Put everything together. See, sometimes I'm good about it, sometimes I'm just the worst. Hammers are actually fairly decent. If you got like a throwing barbarian, I just never bother picking them up. But I'm not gonna lie, the first time I played this game, I spent so much time picking up rope, thinking it was gonna be important for something, just to have it to be a whole load of nothing. Like, I thought you'd need to rappel down something, or use it to go from like rooftop to rooftop, or like a stealth mission. But nothing. The scale mail down here is nice if you're not really got a party member.
Whoever they were,
Medium armor.
equipment's no use to them now.
What am I to do?
Well, well, well.
I don't know why I'm like changing back and forth. I think there was like a
See
persuasion.
nothing.
I thought there was like an insight check, or it was just
Let's get going.
the game deciding to have an innate reaction because you actually delved under the bridge and found something. But I've been down here. I moved that rock into the road because Laren wouldn't leave a rock lying in the middle of a path. They're too well thought out for something like that. It's like, I know the game's still currently buggy in certain areas. I know the mansion fight in Baldur's Gate 3 in the Act 3, which is not a spoiler for anybody, is a little buggy. And then I know, like, near the end of everyone's favorite vampire, it's a little buggy at times as well. But I know Larian is actively working on it, because they have people working like around the clock to make that happen. Because they set up their studios brilliantly. One works 12 hours a day on one time zone, and then when their work shift finishes, another work studio picks up the other 12 hours. So it's like they're basically working around the clock. It's either that or they have 3 studios that work 8-hour shifts. I forget the exact specifics, but I know they have literally around the clock support. So by the time usually you've finished your shift with most of your patchwork done, you can usually come in the next day, and it's someone has already taken a look at it and finished it to set it on out. It's like, and that's not intelligent planning. I don't know what is. That's a lot of foresight that I don't have on this type of stuff. Alright, and we left. We got Will, brought him back. Let's see how things are gonna go.
Smoke.
There's We need him for
Something's
this
burning.
part of the quest.
I hear shouting. Someone needs help. Excellent armor. Strange place to find it.
Assume nothing.
And here's a little roundabout way of doing things. Just go ahead and smack that a couple times. There we go. Run over the flame to not get burned for some reason. Of course, I'm immediately interested in looking for food. I just hold circle, I could have figured out which ones had what. For some reason, like, I couldn't figure out you have to jump over this big board.
That might be worth a look.
And it's like, I didn't find anything, but then it's like, oh yeah, there's this little burrow hole here, so you could have snuck in if you have a character who can enlarge or make themselves smaller, like minimize. Didn't know that previously. I just took it all that one. I was like, kind of messed it up. With like how much food I've been picking up, and she's a strength-based character. Wasn't all that worried. Pick up these potatoes, carrots. It's like the terrible thing is like people's lives are on the line here. I'm just sitting here looting. Could not be bothered. It's like literally 2 minutes ago I was doing the group ball, picking it up all that way, the right way. And then I actually just ran right over that, so in case I don't know really what I'm doing all the time. Yes, I hear you, counselor. I'll get there when I get there. Interesting painting on the wall. I don't remember if I actually had it. It's like I was gonna use rally. It's like he's still just gonna keep yelling at you. So I just wanted to make sure I picked up everything I possibly could while here. And I'm still checking bases just to hope something changes. It's like yelling for help. Let's rush through this book. It's like, it's locked. Oh no. Next thing you know, flaming sword. Ta-da! There you go, counselor. Get on out of here.
Come! I'm afraid proper thanks must wait.
Yeah, I'll get to you in a second. I was like, well, I thought you had to go through the front. It's Larian. There's always different ways of going about these things. And honestly, if you should be smarter than me. You should be able to like not run on the fire constantly. To just keep getting burned repeatedly.
Fresh air. At last. Your training serves you well, child of Geek. I'm in your debt.
Counselor, are you all right?
It takes more than mere fire to break me, Yuva. Now listen close, Fist. Duty calls. Drow have taken Grand Duke Alder Ravengard westward, if my eyes and ears can be believed. Gauntlet, report to the man and send for reinforcements. We must find the Duke.
On your command, Counselor.
The rest of you, count the dead. Take word of their sacrifice to this city. And you, Githyanki, I must ask again for your aid. Please, rescue Ravengard from his drow captors. The Council will reward you for your effort. May I trust you'll see it through?
And role-playing this conversation as Lae'Zel.
It is not fealty, I ask. Merely a great favor on behalf of my city. Grand Duke Ravengard is the invisible force holding Baldur's Gate together. Without him, the city faces collapse. In fact, I fear that may have been the intention of those who abducted him.
Why would you have me do this? Don't you have people at your command?
Thank you. And should your courage falter, remember the Duke's generosity. Go. You should pick up the Drow trail with ease. I will seek reinforcements and join you when I can. Fist to work.
And then these are all great items if you are a Storm Sorcerer or a Tempest Cleric, so if you want to come out here and get them a little bit sooner, by all means. I decided the Spell Sparkler was the way of going. A lot of people picked the Trident, a lot of people picked the Bow. I just, you know, didn't really...
No time to rest.
Alright, well, let's give you the news.
Will's brows furrow as your minds connect.
Even though my character wasn't the one
He sees
that
the
saw this.
burning embers of Waukeen's rest. Then Floric's face as she tells you of Ravengard's abduction.
Hells. Older Ravengard's been taken.
Right now I'm like, how do I know that?
I know him better than most. He's my father. I know I haven't said. Our relation was no matter of pride, not least for him. I know, and you're right. My story is one of two men. The Blade of Frontiers, a man hunting the fiends who prey on the weak and claw at the coast. And Will Ravengard, a memory of a memory, a man who belongs to the past. I wanted you to know the Blade, not the shadow he left behind.
You are literally the same dude.
I've been asking myself the same question. What makes a Duke of Baldur's Gate so interesting to the Drow? Even the houses of Men's Oberanzen would have little use for my father. No, this is no Drow plot. These absolute nutters, these true souls are behind his abduction. His absence alone will sow chaos in the city. If they were to infect him, he could lead Baldur's Gate to ruin. All the more reason to find him. The Absolute has seized not just my father, but the future of the Sword Coast.
It's like, you are a tad dramatic. But I guess to be expected. The whole pretending to have a dual personality thing because you want to be edgy is ridiculous. Like, this is the easy way in. Just, you know, with as many people standing at the door as there usually is. Sometimes, and it's like, did I break it? It's just stuck. So, boop, and there it goes. Go search for some food. Now Will's just constantly yelling because he's like, I'm being blinded by darkness. And I was like, I didn't realize that I think I'd been picking up was as good as it was. A lot of people who are smart would go to the water taps that are here and use those to pour into a water bucket and then douse all these fires. But there's me rushing through things, and it's like, honestly, with how conflicted my feelings are as far as Will, the character. It's like he pretends to be good. I did everything for the good of the people. You sold your soul to a devil. You lied to the party about royal lineage, that you knew we were heading in that general direction of the city itself for healing, because, you know, mass population probably equals a better ability to see people who can take care of you and heal you. Lied about both. And now you're trying to pretend, oh, I'm two different people. I'm going through a struggle of identity crisis. Well, if you're out here pretending to be multiple people, yeah, you should have an identity problem. It's like, just pick a lane. You can be a good person. You just haven't chosen to be that person. But that's a whole nother complication for another time. Because see, boom, water pump. We'd take the bucket, put it under. And I'm like, yeah, throw the bucket here. And I was like, why did I do that? That. Just kind of searching around for. Oh, now he's on fire again. Because if I broke the water barrel, excuse me, that would definitely work. Waukeen's Rest has been a total jackpot as far as food is concerned. I'm just worried I'm killing Will. I'm sure there's more food, and I might go back another time, but I just won't report that portion of things.
Looking ahead.
I know there's a quest in that house. I just don't care for it. And if you really need armor, well, you know the wrong thing to do that ends up being the right thing to do. And it only becomes the right thing to do because you need the armor, not because it's morally a correct decision. Looks like this crate turned out to be quite bountiful. And at some point I'll have to gather Will's belongings and go to the camp and go about things that way. Oh, thank you, Will. Much appreciated. Potion of speed hiding in there. Take that all the live long day. Take what you need, but stock it up. This is for everyone. Now it's for me. And let's go ahead and see what we can do to get rid of this null problem. Maybe we should check back into camp first, or just heal everybody up and then try again. Just gonna select everything. Look at camp. Kind of unburden her. Do the same thing for Will. He's got a lot of goods. I forgot to take this supply pack off him because every character you add adds a supply pack to your party.
Can't give up now.
Do a little party transition here. For this next fight, I want to go in with the right group. And respectfully, Will.
Well met.
Probably aren't it.
Are you sure? The blade stands at the ready, and just when they...
It's okay. We're gonna pick up our resident wizard.
Go ahead. I'm listening. With...
Thanks, Fraser. Thank you, Fraser.
There is work to do.
Oh, action, not reaction.
Let's move. Yes?
And then I totally forgot that his padded armor is literally the same, and that one gives too weird a look. I was like, here you go, Will, because you're the only other person here that uses light armor. Because I left, you know, the pointy-eared vampire elsewhere. Alright, let's head back on out there and...
What if this crash doesn't work out, Lae'Zel? What if
Oh my
your kin
God,
fail you?
this again.
If I can reach the crash, my kin will provide. Any failure will be mine alone.
If you say so. Just don't expect me to put all my eggs in the same basket.
Let's see what you're...
That expression must sound curious to a Githyanki ear, given the way they're birthed.
Really, Gil? Alright, let's work our way around here. Once we get this out of line of fire, we'll put this done.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
And somehow I missed that, but hey, it's always the joy of coming back. That's stuff you miss. But nope, that's the wrong route. I want to sneak all the way around, take the high ground, and then finish them. Because these guys can get involved in another altercation that's already going to be difficult enough.
Don't mind if I do.
It's like, Gale, stop sneaking up so close. A second after seeing this, what I should be doing is breaking off the chain link so we don't have any further issues. Which, you know, one at a timing, this is not quick, but it does build up the anticipation of the moment. I don't know why I keep stopping. It's like, just go. It's like I was waiting for them to change directions that they never did. If you head up to this rock formation above them, then you'll be able to have that a vantage point and B, be in charge of the situation. I just don't trust Gale. He's just got a history of dying or bungling things up, and truth be told, he hasn't done anything yet. Doesn't mean he won't. And also, I do find it a bit odd when you're looting hyena ears. Like, sometimes you only get one. It's like, did this gnoll only have one ear? Or what? I only got 2 more left. Shadow Heart up here. Thinking she's more strength-based than Gale or me, so I should be able to get a better jump. Just sneak right outside the line of fire here. You can always follow those gnoll tracks if you're super curious, but go in at a decent level. My party's not quite there yet. Now the last one. I definitely trust Lae'Zel. Oh. Ah. Well, that one knows something's up, but can't, like, quite place it.
Cloak and dagger, my favorite. Fall, damn you.
And so it begins.
Ready for anything.
Got that surprise, got the high ground. Only a couple of them have bows. If you take out the ones with bows, then
the end comes.
It kind of makes this fight significantly easier. 84% chance, gotta miss. Drop a nice. There you go. How are we gonna do it? Come on, go back up. You know the right thing to do. Cloak of daggers, baby. Circle right on everybody. Got a nice trip hit.
Nice and quiet now. What do we have here?
What I should have done is also back Gale up, so he couldn't have been hit, and just leave the cloud of daggers on going. I just keep using ice spells because it's a little bit easier. It's like my rolls are terrible, but because I got the element of surprise, worked out fine. See, I still even left Gale for no reason, like none at all. See, they had the right idea. Just oh, and then that one died. We got a whole bunch of level up, and that's gross. Because I can't see him, I can't do much with it. I'll have to take what we got, because we only got 2 left after a round of turns. It's not terrible.
Blood comes easy these days.
Try to limit his movement. And miss. And heals, 'cause they got a really good 10 shot on me. It's like, I don't really want to use any high level stuff, so get the limit movement going that I wanted.
Time to strike.
And now I'm just basically trying to get Lae'Zel to intercept the other one. And again, strength-based characters.
In my best interest.
Big jump. Now I can get a shot off. Almost killed him, so definitely works. Ran right back into it for I don't know what reason. That one's just asking to die.
Strike hard, strike fast.
Shadowheart finishes a leveling up process for most people. Good job.
Still breathing, despite everything.
And back-to-back misses on the Ray Frost.
They burn.
Gale almost gets the kill.
I am death.
Will Lae'Zel be able to finish here? There we go. Very nice. Well done, everybody.
Still alive. So that's progress.
Let's go ahead and loot what we got ongoing here.
No rest for the wicked, I see.
This is Arcane Recovery. Get back at level 2 spell slot. Don't use for Cloud of Daggers.
It's been a long day. We need to rest soon.
Looks like now I need Gale to break his concentration.
Let's get going.
Last thing I want to do is like kill my party for no reason. It's like this whole area is just gross now.
I was wondering about your queen, Blackith. What tales of her reach us are terrifying. A suppose that's not how you would describe her.
Vlaakith is unity. Fear and beauty. Life and unlife. Eyes like onyx. Teeth like daggers. There is none more perfect.
Sounds vile. I assume the meaning of perfect was lost in translation.
I understand disliking someone, but then disliking someone to the point you just start hating on their entire religion and on their god. I'm not really sure about that. Shadow, that's a bit much. Let's see. I'm gonna need to level up before we go over there, so let's get that process started at least. That battle may take a while, so let's level up and we'll work on ending the stream at that point. And here's the choice. Go level 3 cleric, get Shatter, which is a great spell. Spiritual weapon is also nice. It's a very nice boon. Or do we get some more sorcery points? And getting more sorcery points would definitely help everything we got ongoing with this character. Make a decision. I know I can make a decision. We're going to go sorcerer. Take Witch Bolt because it's going to go greatly with our Storm Sorcerer Tempest Cleric build. Anything with thunder or lightning damage. Yes, they differentiated between the two. Can definitely be helpful. Decisions. Do the careful spell so I don't accidentally have something bad happen. I was like, I need both of those because Chromatic Orb, I can make lightning. Magic Missile just because it never misses. Shadow is just rocking straight cleric. Nothing fancy about her build. I'm not really doing anything uber exciting. She's just a cleric of Shar. Changing it kind of ruins the RP of the character in my mind, but hey, everyone can play the game exactly how they want to. That's the beauty of the creation Larian has given us. Take that quick wisdom update, and as in most things, give her a nice little boost here to her dexterity, I believe is what I went with. She's got no charisma, but she doesn't really handle any conversations, so I'm not too worried about it. Her spells are usually used for healing, so I can rock with that. Level 4 fighter, Lae'Zel just continue to get better and better. Get this ability improvement because I need strength and constitution for this character. That seems like a pretty straightforward decision. More HP for a frontline fighter, give her more ability to start smacking people. And last but not least, resident pirate wizard. It's pirate wizard's not a real thing. Gale's just wearing a cool hat. I need shocking grasp so he can get away out of tight situations. And let's work on getting him some good skills here. Darkness of Flaming Sphere will rock it out. It's like, I was definitely thinking about increasing his initiative so he can go a little bit quicker. And I was like, a dexterity increase on Gale's nice. And then Maybe a master there would be cool too. And as I was reading through these, I was like, you know what, maybe do a little bit more for Gale. Get him maybe some medium armor. Yeah, I just keep going back to it. I just keep thinking about it. It's like ritual caster would fit the role play for the character, and I was like, but then I looked at all the rituals. Like Longstrider's great. Speak with Dead's always useful, but there's a magic item that as long as you keep it in your party, you can just kind of alternate who you need to talk to the dead depending upon the situation. And then Spell Sniper is always great for a wizard or a sorcerer, or heck, even a warlock who knows some spells. And of course, it's like, am I not going to choose Eldritch Blast? Come on, that's a phenomenal cantrip. And here I was contemplating why it wasn't there, but I was like, ooh, Shatter there. But you know, as a wizard, you can just change out every so often like what you want to have for your character build. But that's everything we got today. I've been Brent for Grant. If you like, comment, dislike, or subscribe. Let us know what you think. I'll see you in the next episode.